Okay, let's move on to a standard hamstring stretch. So Kenji, if you come up on it, you notice I've moved the box up a bit for this one, so it's right at the base. So let's do the left leg. So the left foot goes on and the right one is just behind on the floor there. We don't know exactly where to advise you as to where to put your hands. It depends how tight you are, but as a general guide, just put them where the rings are. So the rings, you can see I've tucked the rings behind, roughly where they're hanging, and then slowly lean your hips backwards and at the same time bend your right knee. Yeah, so it's as if you're sitting backward and downward. Okay, now if that's not giving you any stretch in the hamstring, then you need to take your hands lower down on the ladder, and you also need to try and straighten your spine because that will also make the stretch stronger. Okay, so we settle in there, find your position. And now we're going to do a contraction. So this time we push the left foot down and we're also kind of initiating this movement where we're sliding the foot backward without actually moving it. So let's do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop and relax. Take a breath in. And on a breath out, bend the right knee further. Good. And take your hands down. You can see that Kenji's deepening the stretch. She bent her opposite knee, which is the one she's not stretching. There's the bell. And she took her hands down about 2 rungs. Now hold it there. Slow breaths. Just before we come out of that, I just want to mention if you're only feeling the stretch behind the knee and it's not extending up into the hamstrings here, you can do what we call a micro bend, which is a tiny bend like that. That's only if it's behind the knee. All right, let's come up slowly, bend both knees, walk your hands up slowly, and we will swap legs. So the right foot is on. Step back with the left, straighten the right leg. Just hang on, just come up a bit first, Kenji. Come back up a bit, straighten this leg. Now bend that one and lean back and down. Good. To the point where your stretch is again, I know I keep saying it, 5, 6, 7 out of 10. You don't need it to be too intense. Okay, now we're going to contract. So press your right foot down, the one that you're stretching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. And then re-stretch by bending the left knee, lowering yourself further. Taking your hands down further. And that was good timing. The bell just went, so we'll hold this until the next bell. Slow, deep breaths. I like to try and keep my breathing cycles down to about 5 from one bell to the next. That's something that you can focus on if you're working at home. Okay, so there's the second bell. Yeah, you can come up and out of there slowly by bending both knees. And as always, if your back feels a bit tender, you can do this nice counter stretch. All right, let's move on to the next one.